Let's take you to the extractive sector now, because mining firm Goldfields is set to invest more than $200 million in its mining activities in Ghana. This is part of plans to expand its operations in the country. Visiting Group Chief Executive of Goldfields, Chris Griffiths, tells Joy Business the move demonstrates the significant role government plays in the group.
I guess what happens with the next, what we're doing is focusing on what our next potential big investment will be in Damang. We continue to invest in Tarkwa, so I guess when the right time comes, we'll be knocking on the door of government. But at the moment, I think we have, number one, a good relationship with government. These are tough times for governments across the world, but I think we're managing that relationship well. And when the time comes, we'll be seeking to extend our development agreement, but that's currently not necessary.
There's some kind of rallying for gold, and I don't know what you make of this, and how do you expect that to impact on your operations?
I think, if anything, what we're likely to see is, I think, a fairly stable gold price for some time, because
Interesting.
But at current gold prices where they are, the company will be generating good cash flows. And that means, of course, the benefit to Ghana means that we'll continue paying taxes, we'll be able to pay royalties, we'll be able to pay dividends to the government for their 10% shareholding. And also the dividend withholding tax. And you put all that together, means that actually we are paying more than 50% tax. I think most people don't sort of see how all these things add up. And if the prices remain strong, it means more taxes to the governments in the countries in which we operate. So,
what do you make of calls for? I mean, there are some who do not appreciate, and there are some who've argued that maybe the time has come for you to share some of these things that you've shared with us, with the public. There are still calls for more taxes to be paid by mining firms like yours in Ghana. What do you make of this call? Because some do not see these things that you're doing, and therefore they're pushing for more taxes to be paid to the state.
Look, I think both ourselves and government do have a role to explain to the general populace that actually the mining companies do actually pay very high taxes. And I think some people only look, for example, at the royalty or only look at the corporate tax, and they don't look at the combination of all of those. Remember, the government of Ghana has a 10% free carry in our business. So in addition to the corporate taxes, in addition to the royalties, the free carry, dividend withholding tax, you add all that together, means we pay more than 50% tax. One of the highest tax rates anywhere in the world is what we pay in Ghana. My message, of course, is to Ghana and to any government is actually through difficult times, it's very important to not chop and change the rules so that companies feel confident that they can continue to invest in countries because attractive mining jurisdictions attract capital, and actually over a long period of time the government gets much more, the people of the country get much more when you keep the rules stable.
In a separate development, Goldfields Ghana has indicated that it does not underdeclare its gold exports outside the country. This follows recent reports that the country over the years has been underdeclaring its exports. Joshua Motiti is the acting head of the West African operations at Goldfields.
Goldfields is not supplied by the company in question. However, I think what we all are interested in is the completion of the investigation and learning whatever lessons we all need to learn out of it to improve on our practices. Like I said in my presentation, this is the first time in my 25 years of experience that something of this sort has happened, which indicates that our regulations around explosive handling, storage and transportation is actually quite watertight. So it would be good for us as an industry to learn from the investigation and see what else we could do to improve on the situation. With respect to Goldfields itself, we don't use the company in question you mentioned, so we don't expect any negative impact on our operations.
Statistical Social and Economic Research published a report that assessed exports over a long period, and it came out that gold was one. These were being underdeclared. Are you worried as a major player in this industry about this report?
to be honest, I haven't seen the report, so I can't really talk about the veracity of the report. What I can talk about is Goldfields. As a public listed company, we don't underdeclare production, period. And we are, participants in initiatives on pay, declaration of whatever you pay. We're participants of that through the chamber, and our doors are really open for everybody to scrutinize what we produce and what we report. And I can tell you categorically that we don't underreport, and I'm not going to stay here and say others underreport, because I do not know.